July 2000, just months after being elected to office, Russian President Vladimir Putin visited North Korea. He met the then Supreme Leader Kim Jong II, seeking renewed ties and stronger trade relations with Pyongyang. 24 years later, Putin is visiting Pyongyang again. This time, he's meeting Kim Jong II's son, Kim Jong Un. But what does Putin want this time? Why is Putin visiting North Korea? News9 Plus Decodes. Russia has become increasingly isolated since it invaded Ukraine in 2022. Clearly, now Kremlin is looking for friends. In other words, allies to continue its war against Ukraine and to provide Russia with military aid as well as soldiers to fight its war. Last year, Kim had met Putin in Russia. This was when Russia was firing a staggering 60,000 artillery rounds per day. Speculation was rife that Putin was asking for the Soviet-era artillery shells and rockets that North Korea had in abundance. It is likely that Putin is seeking another top-up of rockets and shells compatible with his Soviet-era launchers, as well as ammunition for small arms like AK-47 rifles or machine guns. Both Russia and North Korea have denied any arms transfers. Putin and Kim will be signing a new strategic agreement which is meant to ensure greater stability in Northeast Asia. Well, what's in it for Kim? The growing camaraderie between the two countries is cemented by their common hatred for the West. Putin has promised to build trade and security systems with North Korea that are not controlled by the West. The countries, according to a letter written by Putin, will jointly resist illegitimate unilateral restrictions. Plus, North Korea has been under harsh UN sanctions for its nuclear program. In return for supplying Russia with artillery shells and rocket launchers, Kim would likely want food, fuel and other raw material for his poverty-stricken country. Kim will also likely benefit in the form of cash transfers from Russia or perhaps greater Russian leniency in not enforcing other sanctions on Pyongyang. This odd yet predictable bond is driven by Putin's need for war assistance and Kim's efforts to break out of diplomatic isolation and put a united front against Washington. But since the US had said that it's not really concerned about the trip, will this bonhomie bear fruit? That remains to be seen.